With humanity, we are all about education. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Curtis Williams here with Denise Donerson, the new author of Through the Eyes of Nisey. Danise, how are we doing today?
I'm great.
Fantastic. Danise, one of Jackson's greatest residents. What's going on, girl?
Oh, I'm good.
Yes, we tripping out. We having a good time. Danise has written a self-help book, y'all. Danise, tell us about the self-helping.
Well, the self-helping part is to help people forgive their past so they can go forward in the future.
So now, we were talking earlier about some of the people in the book, and Danise was telling me why she chose the people.
Well, most everybody in the book helped me in one way or the other to get to the point I am in my life today.
Okay, so tell us something about who's in the book.
Okay, you have my Uncle Robert. He was like my protector. He, if I needed anything, he would help me with it, or from handy stuff or anything I needed, he'd help me.
Okay, who else is
Then
in
you
there?
have Aunt Leslie. She was like the prayer warrior. Stay in church all day. Come home and go back to church.
Hallelujah.
At the end of the day. But she helped me a lot. I used to go to her even as an adult.
Okay.
If I had any issues, she would pray for me and with me. And I remember her, one of the sayings she said, "Baby, don't worry about what people say. Just don't let it be true."
Don't let it be true.
She said, "People gonna talk about you whether you bad or good."
You know something, I don't think I've ever heard it said quite like that. Don't let it be true. That means a lot. That makes me feel pretty good right now. And you know, it's like those words you need to hear. I needed to hear them words. What else can we expect in the book? Because, you know, I've heard so much. I'm just trying to pull it out of her. What else? I'm waiting for something specific, but what else is in here that's probably that most important part of this book?
Well, the most important part of the book is I thought I was looking for Big Mama's love, and halfway through the book, I realized Jesus is love. And I went through my spiritual change, and I realized I had to forgive all the people in my past in order to go further in my future with peace.
Wow, no, we can't give you too much in the book, but that right there got me up and sitting back saying, you got to forgive, folks. I won't talk too much about forgiveness because I really just learned what it was last year. Strange, at 46 years old, I learned what true forgiveness was. But I guess that's one of those things where we have to admit we're growing. It's not about born knowing. So you have a lot of people in here that you guys need to check out. Promise you, you will not be disappointed. Danise, anything else you want to say?
Yes, basically the book is about my mom's mental illness. And it's taboo to talk about mental illness in most Black families. And I just want...
No, I was just saying, it's taboo. But go ahead, you go ahead. Yeah, you go ahead.
No, me and my mom fell in love in her latter years. She died last year. In the last year of her life, she was like this breath of fresh air. And I realized that her life, dealing with her mental illness, had a major impact in my life. Yeah. And when she passed, I realized the book wasn't about me. It was about me being entangled in her trying to cope and to take care of me and my brother and sister up until the last year of her life. In the last year of her life, she was like a beautiful butterfly. It's like then I realized her life was just her trying to cope and to survive. And I realized since she's been deceased, it's like this is the first year of my life, of the beginning of my life. Because, you know, my whole life was, I realized when she passed, it was about her. And her struggle of trying. And in the very end, she got it. She began to read the Bible with me. She would come to church with me. We spent 3 months together and under the same roof. And that was epic because we couldn't read the Bible together.
So
None of those things.
So I'm just assuming when you said we were spending that time together, at the end, that she wasn't there all the time as you were growing up.
But no, actually, with me growing up, her mental illness had the persona of her was like, you thought she was this mean little short lady.
Okay.
She would cuss you out for you cuss her out.
So she was there.
She was there, but she
not
was
really.
She wasn't that nurturing mother.
The mother you needed, right? Gotcha.
And the last 5 years before she passed, I had had an illness where I had surgeries and I was sick, and she was there. She was there for me like I needed her when I was a child.
Okay.
And she helped me. She went to my doctor's appointments with me, went to the hospital with me, surgeries. And that nurture, I began to feel that nurturing mother.
There's all that in the book.
Mm-hmm.
We know, tell them everything.
No, that's not that part. It's about the love.
Yes.
We
I was just
love.
saying, don't tell them I need them to read this book. So don't give them all of it, but you were going in now.
I was drawn.
I saw you. You was feeling.
Yeah.
You was right back in
Okay.
that loving moment, and I know you guys. Once you read it, you're gonna feel what she's talking about as she tells you the stories about her mother, and it's wonderful to hear what I want to call a comeback story. It's like she was able to make up for that time when you felt she was a little lacking. She was really learning.
Right.
And I think that's what we have to grow up into ourselves.
Right.
You know, is mom's doing the best. You know, you the first kids, right? She ever had. She ain't had no puppies before. So we have to realize we the first litter, and they're learning too.
Right.
So that comeback story is, we have to grow into that.
It was like we grew up together.
Yeah.
And when I needed a mother, I was like her. She called me her right hand.
Okay. Where can we get this book? We got to sell some books.
Well, you can go to Amazon.com. You can go to Barnes & Nobles or Books A Million.
All on the .coms.
The .coms.
And if you're in Jackson,
Books A Million.
Books A Million.
Barnes & Nobles. And there's a little stand in the medical mall.
In the medical mall.
Yes.
And we're going to get a book signing going on real soon, guys. So be looking for Danise. We're getting her website built for her. Facebook. We got a page?
Not yet. Everything's coming. Actually, the publisher is getting my ebooks approved.
So she got some money with some money doing it.
So once the ebooks are approved, the only company we're waiting on is Barnes & Nobles.
Okay.
So once they upload my ebooks, then we're going to do a mass production promoting the book.
All right. And I think I was talking to Danise about possibly reading some excerpts for you guys.
Oh, yes.
And setting those on YouTube, so be ready to check that out too. Gonna set that page up and get it going. Because hey, we all brand new, doing what we do. So Danise, anything you want to tell everybody before we leave?
Forgive, pray, and you have a better day.
Amen. And hey man, Project Humanity here. Unity first, and second, and third, and fourth. And we'll see you guys later. We love you.
Thank you.
Namaste.